team. What are your thoughts on the overall result this evening?
I'm actually surprised it ended 0-0 because I think both teams created some chances. I think we were really pushing at the end for one. Overall effort was very good, being on the stadium and kind of having the first run through against another pro team. You're never sure what to expect, and I was happy with the effort, and I think we found our way into the game as it went on. The beginning, we were a little tentative maybe, and then our possession could have been better, better choices on the ball. But we fought really hard and tried to limit their choices. So overall, like very, very happy, and obviously things to work on.
Okay, Austin, go ahead.
Amanda, you kind of mentioned with the kind of passages of play. Kansas City played a very high line, pressured the back line the entire game. How do you feel the team kind of handled that as the game went on?
I think we got better. We talked about some things at halftime that we could do. Bring down a double six in the build to try to create number scenarios, so then we can go internal to find it wide again. So when we did that and we were composed and made them shift a little bit more, I thought we were good. When we played into their trap, if we just played it on one side and wide, we got stuck on the sideline too much. So I told them that we can also look to bypass at times, but we have players that can win the heading duel, but we weren't winning that early on either. So that's when you're like, come on, we have to be better battling and winning first and second balls. But I thought as we discussed some options in the build, we did find some solutions. And teams will do that. I think teams know. I think we've made it clear that we do want to play through the lines. We want to have possession, and we're not going to be a team that looks to. We might punt on occasion if it's a good counterattack opportunity, but I think other teams will look to take that away. So then we have to look at different rotations to then be able to still build.
Mike?
Amanda, obviously with practically 2 weeks left until the Challenge Cup and then 2 more preseason scrimmages left, where do you see the team right now in terms of being ready for that first Challenge Cup game later this month?
I think we're in a good spot. We had some early on injuries, players gone with international duty, so now that we have everyone back again, we can work on one of the things we haven't worked on a lot is our attacking third, rhythm, movements. We did a lot of defending from the front, getting numbers behind the ball. How do we defend as a team? So we wanted to make sure we were solid there and on transition moments. So now I think the next layer is how can we be more dangerous and capitalize on our chances, and that's. In the end, I think we did. We had some good moments on set plays that we could have finished. I thought the reserves came in and did a good job of raising the level and being dangerous as well. But in the end, you have to put one away, especially early. I think we had a chance to put one away in the first half that changes the game a little bit, and other teams might push a little bit more and leave themselves exposed. So we got to take a better advantage of our opportunities.
What else?
Just wanted to ask about Gunny. She went down early in the second half, was holding her shoulder a bit. Any update with that?
She's got a good elbow to the sternum, so I think it's more of just like a bruise, and it was pretty painful. I don't know how it wasn't a foul.
Just gonna let these guys go back and forth here.
Yeah.
Amanda, 2 players that in a way kind of stood out. Courtney Petersen was able to get some balls into that area. Obviously, the team wasn't able to capitalize on that, but how much of an important piece is she going to be for the team this year in regards to having that, obviously, that asset to be able to put on those balls? And then Darian Jenkins as well was able to have some sparks there in that final third. Obviously, not enough, but to be able to see that spark there, I mean, I don't know if you can kind of just comment off of those 2 players.
Yeah, I think Courtney, she got 2 assists in our last scrimmage, and very different assists. One's a whipped in near post ball. One was a nice ball to the far post that, I think she has good vision to pick people out in the runs in the box. And she can play well on both sides of the ball. So she can get up and down, and she's fit. So she's going to be someone that we really count on to get our width, get in line, and create attacking chances for us. Darian and Sid today, I would like to have found them in combination more. I thought our attack was a little bit stagnant at times, or we rushed the ball in like over the top, and the forwards weren't looking to make that run, and we needed to read what the game was asking for. because as you can see, I mean, Darian and Sid can be very dangerous, and if we can combine, and they can look to get each other in, especially Kayla, you know, Ricky starting as a 10, you know, Marta coming in with her left foot. There's a lot of playmaking capabilities in that group, and again, it's just like those are things. As a team, when you haven't played together, those players haven't played together a lot. That's where we need to fine tune some things in the attack and kind of different patterns of play.
Awesome, last one.
Amanda, I wanted to ask, in the beginning of the game, or before the game, you guys had a moment for Stanford goalkeeper Katie Meyer. I just want to kind of get your thoughts on her passing and how much it kind of meant for you guys to do something before the game in honor of her.
I wondered if I was going to get this question. Well, obviously, you know, being at UCLA for many years, we played against Katie and Stanford, and I'm friends with Paul, and I can't imagine the horrific, painstaking news. You know, just getting that. I've been in, you know, emotional spot all day long. You know, we were wearing tape and her initials. The moment before the game was awesome, and I think as coaches, it's we kind of like put ourselves in, and like we're very empathetic with each other when things like that happen, and they don't happen often. But we're a strong community, and you know, I texted Paul today, and I was actually really surprised. I got a response that, I mean, they're just shocked, they're heartbroken, and it's one of those moments that kind of puts things in perspective a little bit, and a good reminder of, you know, she wasn't a kid that you would think was depressed. She was a kid, I think, that probably went the other side and hit it very well. And it's just a good reminder of asking those in our lives and loved ones, players, like how they're doing, even if they appear they're doing well. And I just wanted to get, like today, I just wanted to get to the stadium and see everybody. It was like, I need to see the team. I need to be here. This game was actually very helpful, just to like be together. And I knew she loved the game, and she was very good at it. And you know, they knocked us out of the Final Four, and you know, she made a penalty save, and you know, it's, you know, a lot of these players played with her in youth national teams and against her. So it was something on the surface tonight, but I was really proud of the players just, you know, going out and playing, and trying to honor her at the beginning was, you know, something that I think going forward, I hope more teams do that as well.